by the famous Balboa Cafe. We're out getting drinks here in Cal Hollow Marina, San Francisco. Just a quick thought here for the evening since the 49ers have the day off. Ricky Pearsall, Jacob Cowing. You know, at the running back position, it's been funny for the 49ers. The higher draft pick has typically not performed as well as the lower draft pick. And Ricky Pearsall was a first rounder. Jacob Cowing didn't go until the fourth round. It's still way too early to judge how this is going to go. But Ricky's got to get healthy. And he's dealt with the hamstring. He's dealing with the shoulder. 49ers hope that he's going to be back this week. But Jacob Cowing right now, who was dealing with a hamstring earlier, is the one that's currently healthy as the regular season is approaching, and he has been electric. I could see him being in that Ray McLeod role, except he's got a little bit more of a thick build, which may mean that he's more versatile than Ray McLeod, but the burst for somebody like Jacob Cowing is what separates him from the standard receiver. The metrics are clear, and this is something we've talked about a lot. He hit over 15 miles an hour on his first 5 yards of his 40-yard dash. And that was the fastest MPH of any rookie receiver in this past year's NFL Combine. Ricky Pearsall's fast too, but he's not quite as fast as Jacob Cowing. He's going to be a more technical route runner. He's bigger than Jacob Cowing. Obviously, beating the press man coverage for both of these guys is important, but I think for Ricky Pearsall, they're looking at him as more of a standard X or Z receiver. Jacob Cowing is going to be more of that gadget weapon, so he could probably get away with not being as big and not being as effective of a guy beating press man coverage. These are two different types of weapons, but also two very different types of challenges, right? But they're both going to be judged in the same pot because they're both coming out of this same draft class. In the bigger picture, the 49ers want both of these guys to succeed in the way that weapons within the context of their offense succeed, and that means that everybody's playing a complementary role. You're not comparing Ricky Pearsall and Jacob Cowing both trying to play an X receiver role. You're comparing Jacob Cowing to somebody like Ray McLeod, who has played that gadget role before, and you're comparing Ricky Pearsall to players who have filled what he's done in the past. And I think the 49ers ultimately want Ricky to be a hybrid of what Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk are doing. Deebo Samuel, the bulldozer, Brandon Ayuk, obviously the X receiver who's beating man coverage. If they can get both Cowing and Pearsall on board, cohesive with Brock Purdy, well, I think then you've got two really important pieces of a Kyle Shanahan offense that is greater than the sum of its parts. And when the parts are all good, well, then that sum can be very, very impressive.